Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. This is 7Demo7 and today we're going to do a comparison between the WoW stick and the ES120. What are the differences? Which one should you buy? Which one's the better deal? I might leave it up to you guys, but I'll give you my opinions at the very end. But I have noticed some pretty stark differences between the two screwdrivers. And basically what these are is they're electronic screwdrivers. They're compact so that you can do some small screwdriver work on things like iPhones and whatnot. I'm adapting this towards RC products. These would both be very useful in RC planes, pretty useful for quadcopters, and kind of useful for, let's say, RC drift cars and off-road buggies and stuff like that. Anywhere where you have to do a lot of screwing in or out screwing, or unscrewing is what you're going to be using these things for. And we have price differences, we have usefulness differences and torque differences, so let's just go over that right now. As far as the ES120 and the WoW stick, I don't know how long the WoW stick has been around, but the ES120 comes from a company that already makes a really great product, which is called the TS100 portable soldering unit, and that product got rave reviews for its build quality and the way it works, and everyone just says it's like the best soldering iron that they have. The WoW stick, I don't know if they've made any other products or not, and what the reputation is between the two products. So we have a little bit of a longevity issue there, like which one is going to last you the longest as far as that goes, like internal gearing and whatnot. So that's yet to be determined. I don't think I've used these enough to make a determination on that. That should be one of the factors in making your decision here, which company is kind of been around for the longest and which one already has an established reputation. Now, as far as the bits go for these two screwdrivers, the ES120 only comes with 4 bits. It's 2 small Torx bits and 2 small Phillips head screwdrivers that are really intended for doing work on iPhones. The WoW stick did wow me here with 18 bits that are inside these little tubes here that you kind of have to fish them out. It's not an efficient system, but you know, in a pinch, this is kind of nice. However, there's only really 2 of the hex bits that I can use, which is a 2.5 and a 3mm. 3mm I don't use that often, and the other bits that I would use is just the screwdrivers, the Phillips and the flatheads. All the other bits I pretty much will not use. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the bits that I do use for these 2 screwdrivers when we get to the end of this video. As far as Illumination goes on the WoW stick, this is why one of the things I really liked about the WoW stick, because it is hard to see when you are using these screwdrivers sometimes, but when you activate it, it does have a LED that goes on there, which is really, really nice. I wish that the ES120 would have that. Obviously we have nothing here, but we do have the gearing system in here that's kind of in the way, so I'm sure that's why they didn't include it on this unit here. Now, just to talk about torque control one more time, guys, the ES120 has STM32 board in it so that you can actually control the type of torque that you're using in the menu system with the OLED screen. Now, this is firmware upgradable. I haven't done that upgrade yet, but I have seen it on other videos, and it is great. The WoW stick, on the other hand, is just 1 speed, 1 torque. So if I try and stop it here, it just keeps going no matter what. So as the torque is increasing, you can't control that. So keep that in mind as you're looking at the WoW stick here. As I just mentioned, there's no firmware for the WoW stick, and you can upgrade the firmware as you go along with the ES120. Now when it comes to price range, I bought the ES120 at about a $99 level, which is quite expensive, but I can see the reasons why it is more expensive. You know, given that it has an OLED screen and an internal battery. The WoW stick is right around $30 on sale. I think it's actually on sale right now, maybe for $27, but I will leave a link in the description below so you guys can check that out. But there is a huge price difference. You know, is this one, you know, like 60 some odd dollars better than this one, or 40 to $60 better? And you guys, I guess, would just have to make that determination on your own. Like I was saying, that this ES120 has a really, really nice OLED screen. If you guys take a look at this, it has a lot of animation as you're doing the screwing and everything. And if you hit the button 3 times, it goes into your torque menu here. I just leave my torque menu at auto, so you can change the torque values. If you do download the firmware, it does give you some expanded capabilities as far as torque control goes as well. Now let's just talk about these screwdrivers and the way that you actually use them. How do you hold them, and which one do I like better? Now when you take up the WoW stick here, or the mom stick, it's in kind of a nice comfortable pen position. You can either press it here or If you're unscrewing something, it'll be about here. So it's a pretty comfortable position. You can also do this with your thumb very easily, thumb or index finger. So I think the WoW stick actually takes this over the ES120 because the ES120 has the button way over here. So you can never be holding the ES120 like this and activating it unless you bring your thumb up and kind of do this type of action to it. But I find myself kind of doing this, and actually in the promo videos I kind of show it doing this. It's a weird position to be in, but it's actually something you actually get used to. So you actually push the button here, and you start to screw the screwdriver either direction here. So that's weird to get used to, but it's something that I have actually gotten used to quite a lot. But I do like the position on the WoW stick better. Okay, let's just talk about the size, and obviously there's a huge stark difference between the two. The WoW stick is obviously a lot larger. Although it's large, it's not uncomfortable while you're using it. I find it very comfortable to have in the hand. Obviously, if you're going to be putting this like into a backpack or something like that, or into your pocket, the ES120 is the one that you're going to have in your pocket more readily than, let's say, the WoW stick. Because the WoW stick, I mean, this thing is really, if you take a look at this thing, it's almost like 9-10 inches long. Be a good thing to slip in a backpack, but not into your back pocket. This one, on the other hand, is the one that you're going to slip into your back pocket. Let's talk about these cases. Like I said, if slipping this thing into your back pocket is what you want to do, then that is perfect for it. But I hate this case, actually. I can just tell from the construction how it's fraying already that this case is going to either the zipper is going to strip pretty soon. And I also hate the way it holds these bits, because I know that these little elastic strips, these always wear out, and then they're not going to hold the bits after a while. So let's just take a quick close-up of that. You can kind of see. I don't like it very much. For the WoW stick, it's much different. This is going to be going into your backpack. It has some rare earth magnets that are holding it together, and it's really a nice firm grasp when it is together. And just putting this back in here and forgetting about it, it's so easy. So it's really nice. You'll put that there, and it has a nice spot for your bits there, even though, like I said, you're not going to use most of the bits there, but this fits in pretty nice. It's a little bit tight when you get the bits in there, but the WoW stick definitely takes it for the case. I really like the case a lot for what it's intended for. The improvement that I wish they would make to both of these cases is I wish they wouldn't make them so short. Now, I wish I could keep my favorite bit in the screwdriver so I don't have to continually always pull one of these out and keep it in here. So with the WoW stick, I'm actually going to carve out a little spot so I can keep my favorite bit in the WoW stick. Now, I don't have that option with the ES120 because the case is so short on it. It's a pain. I don't like it. Have I mentioned that I don't like the ES120 case? It sucks. So it is quite short. It's just perfect enough to hold this and nothing else. But like I said, I wish I did have that option to keep my favorite bit in there. Okay, guys, I'm going to go back to bits real quick. If you buy either of these screwdrivers, you do need to get the proper bits for it. I'm going to put a link down to Amazon and Banggood for this case right here. This has all the bits you'll ever need, perfect sizes. They go all the way up to like size, I think like a 5mm here for your hex bits. So this is, I mean, look at that huge bit there. I mean, that is really cool for a micro screwdriver. But this actually comes with a couple of different handles, a bunch of different adapters for any other type of bits that you might have. So this is really great. Let me just show you guys a quick close-up of this. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but for $9, this is one of the best cases that you're ever going to get that has all the micro screwdrivers that you'll ever need here. So you just pop that down, close it up. Really well made case as well. Okay, guys, this is Jeff from the future. How you guys doing? I forgot one of the most important points here, which is what type of battery do these things use. Now, WoW Stick uses 2 AAA batteries just fine, and the ES120 uses a USB rechargeable battery that's in the inside. I don't know if it's lithium ion, lithium polymer, which one it is, but you guys can always check that out in the when you guys click on the links. But I thought I would throw that in because that is quite an important thing I almost forgot. Well, alright guys, so that concludes my comparison review of the Mom Stick. No, it's the WoW Stick and the ES120. Which one would you guys choose between these two? Which one do you think is the better value? I can tell you, if I had to take a choice between the two, I would definitely go with the ES120. If money is an issue, I would definitely go with the WoW Stick. They both do a really, really good job, and I don't think you'll be disappointed with either. So on that note, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.